May 12, 2026, A Meditative Life. Beyond worry, into the garden of trust. Beloved saints, have you rested into the peace of the Lord today? As we live into this complex and busy world, our hearts often become filled with worries and anxieties about tomorrow before we know it. The practical concerns of what shall we eat, what shall we drink, what shall we wear gnaw at our souls and hinder us from enjoying the peace that the Lord gives. On the green fields of Galilee, Jesus showed his anxious disciples a scene of nature that held a very simple yet profound truth. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in cheap barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. And pointing to the lilies blooming at his feet, he said, "Consider how the wild lilies grow. They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these." The Lord speaks the same to us today. The one who feeds the birds that do not sow and clothes the lilies that do not labor more beautifully than Solomon's splendor is our Heavenly Father. How much more will He care for us, His precious children created in His image? Our worry is like a fog of the heart that arises when we lack trust in the Lord. That fog cannot protect us. Rather, it only blocks us from seeing the Father's love. Beloved saints, I earnestly hope that today you will lay down the burden of worry that weighs you down into the firm hands of the Lord who rules over all. Rather than worrying about what to wear, let us first seek God's kingdom and His righteousness into the place of life given to us today. When we trust into the meticulous love of the Father who feeds the birds of the air and clothes the lilies of the field, our lives will move beyond worry and be filled with the true peace and rest that the Lord gives. Meditation and application. The first meditation is laying down my list of worries. What are the worries and anxieties that weigh most heavily on your heart right now? The Lord said that by worrying, you cannot add a single hour to your life. Instead of pouring out your heart and depleting your energy on things you cannot solve, let us take time today to present that list of worries to the Lord one by one, offering a prayer of trust, confessing, "Lord, I cannot do it, so please take care of it." The second meditation is trusting into the Father's care. Look at the birds of the air and the lilies of the field, and meditate on what a meticulous provider God is. The Father's love for me is incomparably greater and deeper than for birds or flowers. Today, rather than being anxious about the needs right into front of your eyes, let us resolve to live out the day with gratitude, remembering the Ebenezer God who has faithfully guided my life thus far, and believing that He will abundantly provide for tomorrow's needs as well.